You know, the more time I spend in this world, the more I love this world. I love just going around this world and flying through. One of my favorite things to do is just grab some rockets and then just sort of fly through all the things that we've done around here, because we have covered a lot of land and things look really, really good the more I go through this area. But anyways, guys, hey everybody, welcome back to another episode here of Fyr's Frontier. Since the previous episode, I haven't really done a whole lot. I've gotten a few more honeycombs. If you guys remember, last episode was all about the bees, all about getting some bees, and we have ourselves a few bees over here. Unfortunately, I had killed some of them in the previous episode because they got mad at me and ended up dying. So I didn't leave that open. Good. So I've gotten a few honeycombs. Not a whole ton though. I think I have a few maybe in here somewhere. I've got a few in here. We can actually go ahead and grab ourselves some more. Actually, we'll bottle this one. I think we'll bottle this one. That sounds good. Yeah, we got ourselves some honey now. So this place is looking pretty good. I think you guys enjoyed the build in itself, and I think it's a perfect little addition to the farming area. One thing I have done since the last episode, guys, unrelated to bees, is I've decided, I kind of realized that I have a very difficult time keeping ideas, right? One of the big issues I've had with this world for the longest time is figuring out what to do in individual episodes. And, you know, I have a to-do list board for that I do use, but to-do list boards for big things, right? It's for like, you know, maybe making a village or making specific big houses or specific projects. It's not really for the little things that I'm not necessarily going to be making an episode on. So I've decided to make a little bit of a to-do list book, and this is something I remember hearing about a long time ago. I think it's a really good tip if you guys have any issues remembering what exactly you thought of earlier. You can always write it down in this book, and this book for me includes a lot of really small things. So it includes some big things like making a super smelter, making making a big auto storage area, but it also includes smaller things like fixing hanging vines around the base, or getting more diamonds, or I think working on the pathway, you know, smaller things that I don't necessarily think of doing as a big episode, but they need to get done in between episodes, or maybe when I'm able to stream things now and again. So I've done this, and in making this list, you'll see this first element at the top here. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what we're going to be doing in today's episode. I realized that I've been messing around a little bit with super smelters, or I guess automatic furnace arrays, things like that. These things really are not that difficult. They are not all that difficult to make. I don't know why I thought they were to begin with, but yeah, they're not all that difficult to make, and I think that is going to be the goal for today's episode. And I already think I know where I want to put this smelter setup. So let's head over to the other end of the base, and I'll show you guys the area that I think I'm going to put it in. So we're over here behind my starter tower, and you'll see this little plateau area that I have right there. There's a little like a lookout area right there. Up here we have our New Year's resolution boards, and just on the other side of this, there's a little bit of an area right here where you might be able to dig out. And I'm thinking, see, I want to have 3 different automatic furnace setups. One for smokers, one for regular furnaces, and one for blast furnaces. And I'm thinking this would be a perfect place to have a bit of a cave entrance where we can go inside of the mountain and create those furnace setups. Because I think that they're going to be too big to put onto the side of any one of these mountains. So I'm thinking having a little cave entrance into the side of one of them. And I could do a cave entrance in the side here as well. Actually, that might be a better idea. I don't know. I'll have to decide, guys. I was thinking the other way would work better, but this would be a lot easier to get to, I think, if I wanted to smelt something. Because obviously, the reason I was going to do this today, guys, is over here, as you can see, this is the extent of our automatic furnace setup, and it's pretty bad. It's this is it. This is pitiful. We need more in this world if we want to be able to smelt things faster. So I'm thinking, you know what, guys? You know what? I will make a decision, guys, as to where in these 2 places I want to put this furnace set up. But yeah, that's gonna be our main goal for today, is get those things set up. Hopefully you guys will enjoy. Let me get some materials together. Let me figure out exactly where I want to have this furnace set up, and I'll be back with you guys, I guess, to start building for today's episode. So I've decided I am sticking with this space right here. I've already went ahead and cleared out a bunch of space in here. So the goal here is to have one furnace set up here, one furnace set up here, and then one along this back wall back here. Not really sure what I want to do with this side just yet, or what we can even do with this side, but I know I want a furnace set up over here as well. And this furnace setup is pretty dang easy to do, so I'll probably do a majority of it on camera if I can, because it's not all that difficult, honestly. And a lot of that's because I sort of designed this. So I was looking around for different semi-automatic, well not semi-automatic, fully automatic, or basically fully automatic super smelters. And I guess not fully automatic because we have to still put in the coal. But still, I was looking around for what I could get for an automatic setup or a super smelter setup, and I came up with my own design based off of some other designs. So these are all the materials that we have in here. We have ourselves some chests. We've got hoppers. We're going to be using hopper mine cards. I actually need more of these. I'm going to need more hoppers. We're using hopper mine cards to put in all of our materials and all of our fuel. And I've got these basic furnaces and blast furnaces and whatnot to start off with. I realized we need more iron. I have 43 hoppers, but we're going to need a lot more iron to make the blast furnaces and to make these hoppers with mine carts. And we still need more hoppers in general, so we're definitely going to need to get that done. I got some building materials, got some lanterns, got some rails here, and a few other things. So let's go ahead. I think this one is going to be the blast furnace. Let's go ahead and do it into the blast furnace, because I'm thinking this will be the furnace over here. This will be the blast furnace, and back here will be the smoker, because it's not what I'm going to be using all that much, so we might as well get all the materials together that we need now, and we'll just leave the smoker back there. It's not a huge deal, to be honest. I don't particularly care for it, so it really isn't that big of a deal. Let's grab all this stuff, and I think we are good to go. So let's get started. The chest is going to go right here. I want to see where we can put these hoppers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Basically. Might have a little bit hanging off the edge here, but we can deal with that. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to put the collection chest on the other side. So the hoppers are going to go on this side, like so. We're going to put the collection chest right about there. Yeah, right here works. Let's go ahead and put this back. Yeah, I'll put the collection chest there, and we'll go ahead and put the hoppers running into it on this side. 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Just gotta clear a little bit of that space, and all that's gonna probably be in this chest, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. And there we go. So now the blast furnaces will go on top of these hoppers, as you can see. Pretty dang simple, just like that. And we're gonna need to clear ourselves a little bit of space back here. I'm gonna have to clear out the ceiling of this cave as well. We're gonna decorate this cave today as well. I'm just trying to get everything situated while I can. But we're gonna clear this out right here. I'm placing hoppers on the backs of these. So 1, 2, all of them will be feeding into the blast furnaces. There's no extra set of hoppers on top of these. I know that's a way that you can do a super smelter, but that's not what we're doing here. And of course we have, if I can do this, do a little bit of a row like this, we can go ahead and grab the hoppers and put them on top of here. And there we go. So all we're gonna need, I'm gonna use stone brick, I think, for the sides here. All we're gonna need, I believe, is on the top of here, all of these are going to be powered rails, just like so, not like that. I forgot that you have to hold the crouch button in order to put all these on here. I do not want that. That is not what I wanted. Something like that. I guess all of these ought to be taken care of. Why are they connecting up here? Is it because of the direction they're facing? I'm gonna have to figure this out. I'll be right back, guys. I don't know why this is happening. I'm gonna have to figure this out. I'll be right back. Alrighty, got the rails all sorted. It was weird. I had to place this whole first line first, and then place this rail down, and then place the other rails down. It was kind of weird, but that is all in a place now. And now what we want to do, I think I want to grab my minecart, the hopper minecarts. I'm going to place them. We're going to start them on this side. You know what? We'll have I think the chest on this side. We'll have a hopper minecart there. We have a hopper minecart right there. That's where they're going to get started. I want to go ahead while I'm thinking about it and power all of these rails as well, like that and that. I'm doing it one in on each side just for the sake of symmetry. Not that it, well, actually, that works just fine. We'll do it for the sake of symmetry as well, but that works just fine as is. If we hop down here, all of those are powered. Now all we need to do is, I believe, we have something like that. We need to place on top of here a bit of redstone dust. Yeah, right here, I believe, needs to be placed a little bit of redstone dust. And then the same thing on the other side as well. If we can get to it. Because I placed a breakdown so I knew exactly where everything was. But yeah, if we do something like that, so wherever it stops it, so it stops it here, and then it stops it right there. So on this block back here, we're gonna want a little bit of a piece of redstone dust. And on either side, I'm actually gonna be putting in, you know what, before we do that, let's make these stone brick so I don't forget about it. I'm actually gonna be placing, if we can replace these, a lever on each side as well. That way we can power these powered rails whenever we want, and we can stop them whenever we want as well. So they should both be powered now. I can't actually tell. It's actually, do I have any ender pearls on me? Let's go up in here. Yep, looks like they're both powered. That is very good. That's exactly what I wanted. I think this, did this power them as well? I don't remember. What if we flick this lever? That's not what I wanted. Flick this lever. Yeah, we're good. So that lever does exactly what it was intended to do. Leave it on. That way that stays powered. And then on this side, I think I'm going to replace these with stone brick as well, just to make sure that we know exactly where everything is placed. And then, because the theme I'm going for around here, guys, is probably stone brick and jungle wood. I think that's what I'm going to go with, since that's a lot of what we've been doing. I want to place a lever, if I have one. Where are they at? They're there. Right there. So whenever I flick this lever, theoretically, both those minecarts should go across, and what they will do is they should fairly evenly, I don't know if it's perfect, but fairly evenly, they will fill in all of these hoppers, which will then fill in the blast furnaces. So let's go ahead and take that. But yeah, that's basically it. All we need now are some input chests on the top. I mean, theoretically, we could just fill the hopper minecarts, but I think it'd be a little bit easier to get some input chests on there. And the only other thing that we have to do, I'm going to probably stop the minecarts on this side, but the reason I put levers on both sides, just so you guys know, is that if we really wanted to, we could stop it on this side as well. It's more of a symmetry thing, but I think it's a pretty cool, pretty nifty little thing, pretty nifty little feature if we really wanted to. But now all we have to do, guys, put in the chests and then put in some of the surroundings. What I'll probably do, I guess I can do a little bit of it right now on camera. So what I wanted to do is put in a pillar right about here, and a pillar, do I want it there? Probably a pillar right here as well. I don't know if I wanted it there, on the other side. Not entirely sure yet, but then we have a pillar, of course, across here to cover things up, and then blend it in, and that would be the majority of it. So, yeah. Ooh. Oh, you know what? I originally had this chest in the middle here. So that's probably what we'll do. I'll probably move this chest into the middle. These won't be too hard to move all the hoppers and whatnot. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and decorate a lot of this area. See what I can do about building the other two furnace setups as well. I need a lot more iron for that. So that might take a little bit longer, but hopefully not too much longer. And I'll bring you guys back when I have finished at least as many of the designs as I can and gotten some decoration work done. I believe the basic structure of this area is now complete. As you can see, it's a little bit kind of like a mineshaft entrance on the outside here. I used a little bit of the wood blocks, these jungle wood blocks, and the pillars right here. And if we step on inside, I haven't done yet the outside here, which we'll be doing in just a minute. A little stairway up to here. But if we go inside here, as you can see, I try to make this look actually like a cave. Obviously, it's underground. It's in the mountain. And obviously, we have a lot more details to add here. But I try to make it look like a cave with some hanging rocks. And we have ourselves our furnace setup. So we, of course, the blast furnace setup over here. We have the regular furnace setup. I did this little bit of a decoration on the outside. Don't know how I like it, but I think it works well enough for now. Obviously, I think this one Yeah, I haven't used this one yet. I've only used this one so far, so these already have some coal in it. I did use it for smelting up iron and stuff whenever I got it. But as you can see, added some lanterns to go with the light. We're gonna add more lanterns in here as soon as I get to finishing this area. And then in this back area, as you can see, I added in the smoker setup, which is going to be probably the least important one out of all of the setups that we have here, but I still want to have it anyways, just in case I wanted to use it if I had a whole bunch of food to cook or something like that. Obviously, we still need to fill this up with coal as well, so we'll get to that soon enough. But guys, like I said earlier, we have some details to do, and down here in my hopper, I have a few other details that I want to be using. So we definitely want to be using some coarse dirt in here. I think I may have gotten, if we go into here, I believe I got some grass. Oh, that is not what I meant to place. I believe we got, oh, I didn't put it in here. I did get some grass. It might be in here or in this one. Yeah, I did get some grass I think I wanted to use as well throughout here, because not everything in this cave is going to be coarse dirt, but I did want to add some of that, and I want to add in some cobblestone, and I don't have any on me currently, but I would like to add in some andesite as well. So let's go ahead, guys, and start putting this stuff in here. I think it's gonna look really good whenever it's done, and I think I'll just do this off camera, get some of this stuff going, see how this coarse dirt starts looking, and we can do a little bit right now. But I think this coarse dirt is definitely gonna work in here. The coarse dirt already looks pretty good. It's just a matter of blending in this with a little bit of cobblestone here and there. Obviously, I want to add in some cobblestone up here as well, just to give you guys an idea of what this would look like. It looks something like this, maybe with a mossy cobble here and there as well, just to kind of feed into the broken down nature of this area. And of course, we would have some andesite mixed in there as well. I'm not going to do stone brick because we use stone brick here, and I want stone brick to sort of resemble where like minecarts and whatnot are at. That way I don't accidentally mine into them for whatever reason. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead, I think, and place a lot of this stuff around here and see how this stuff looks once I'm done with it. And I'll bring you guys back with a progress update in just a moment. As you can see, the final touches are now in place. I put in a bunch of cobblestone all over the place, added in some grass, added in some andesite as well, added in some slabs, no real stairs in here, but I also added in some of these walls. I think a fence or two maybe. There's definitely a fence right there. I added in some walls and put some lanterns on top just for some extra lighting, so we could get rid of all of the torches. And voila, here we go, guys. Here we go. I think that this place looks pretty dang good. I'm really, really happy with how this has turned out. I decided not to put really anything on this wall. I don't really think anything would fit over here. What I could end up doing is putting in like a crafting bench, or maybe some barrels or something, because I think barrels would work pretty well in here if I needed some extra storage. But apart from that, I think this place looks pretty good. The only issue that we're going to have is back behind these chests. So this chest we can reach is where I put in all of the materials that are going to be smelted. But what you will see if we go to this side is we can't see the fuel chest. It's behind there. So that could be a bit of an issue, or I could just put a bunch of coal in all of these furnaces, and if it becomes an issue, we just tear things down. I don't know. We're gonna have to find a better solution for that, but you know, I'll have to think about that because I don't really know how to do that. So if you guys have any suggestions, I'm open to them. I'm definitely open to them. So let me know down in the comment section below if you guys have any suggestions regarding that. And as you can see down here, I added a little bit of a pathway, a little bit of a stairway coming up here, a few slabs here and there coming up into this entrance. We'll probably just fly into here most of the time, but it's pretty good to have right there. I was gonna do something with this side right here, but I couldn't really figure out how this would work better. I guess if we did something like that, it might be a little better. I really don't know. I really don't know how that's going to work. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap things up for today. Hopefully you all enjoyed today's episode. As always, we have our comment for the day. And today's comment is from a user by the name of Lars Dreyer, who said, "In your mind, your water drop should be through water instead of into water. Place a sign and water bucket on top. Then you don't need to jump out of the water." Thank you guys for all the comments, and thank you for that suggestion as well. The reason I'm dropping into water is I didn't think that still worked anymore. So let's go ahead, guys. Let's go ahead and try that. I guess after I go to sleep, we're gonna go ahead and try that. I think this comment is correct and that we don't take any damage. But the reason I had the water at the very bottom to begin with is because whenever 1.13 first came out, I really thought that they were gonna change that, and I don't think they did. But after we go to sleep, we can go ahead and figure that out. Alrighty, so if we hop down into here, as you can see, we hop straight down into there. I want to go ahead and cover this up like so. And then actually we already have fences here. Oh, you know what? We need a fence in there. So let's go ahead and place one of these, I guess. I think it's if we place the water there, I want to say. Let's give this a shot and see. I think that's where the water is supposed to be placed. Let's double check and make sure. But yeah, I think that is correct. I think if you just drop down through the water. Yeah, that still works. So either one of these works. This is probably a lot easier to do. So we're probably gonna end up going. Can I use? I can't use this. Okay, maybe there's some stone brick. Do I have any stone brick on me? Let's see if I have any stone brick. I want to replace that stone with some stone brick. There we go. And yeah, that works. That works fine and dandy. I like the oak here as it kind of blends more in with the strip jungle right there. So we can roll with that. We can roll with that. Thank you for the suggestion. I think we'll keep that for now. I didn't know that still worked like that. So we can change it over at the Enderman farm as well. Either one works. I don't particularly care either way. But I guess we'll keep this one here for now, since it is, I guess, a little bit easier. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap things up for today. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Fyr's Frontier. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead, smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new and or not already subscribed. Anyways, guys, take care, and I'll see you later.